Hell, it's Base Trade TV.
Alright, we find ourselves a new Polaris Rhapsody, and Jim is a little confused. I guess he's never seen this map before, and that is his mistake. In the top right, you'll see a counter coming down. We'll talk about this more in a moment, guys. Spawning in the top left corner of the map, at the right side of the cameras here, it's going to be the Red Zerg player from Chaos Latin Gamers, JimRising. His opponent in the lower right, he's seen this map before in Showmatches, I know for certain. I hope you remember it from IVD Gaming. It's the blue Protoss Puck. And he is absolutely pucking with JimRising right now. So this is everything you think it is. If you played the Wings of Liberty campaign, this is counting down to a lava rise. Now what's going to happen is lava's going to come in the middle of the map, all over the low ground. Anything down here, the middle, it's pretty much just a straight shot from base to base. You can get around the sides of the map, no problem, because they're high ground, they're elevated. But the the low parts will be flooded. Now it's worth noting this doesn't look like 2 layers, but this is safe. This is safe. This is safe. And yeah, this is going to be fun for JimRising to learn about this map, because we've actually seen players lose large portions of their army to it. I'm still waiting for that player to come around who uses this map's timing of the lava to really work in their favor. But yeah, JimRising was a little unhappy with the Protoss. Now, he said specifically, by the way, like, he's not mad at Puck, he's just mad at his race. But this will be interesting to see. Now, again, this has been a show match. We've had really good games. And the fact that it went to 3-3 was fantastic enough for me. But the fact that the ace match came down to the most gimmicky and fun map we have, I couldn't be happier personally. I know whoever loses this game is probably not going to be too happy to it, but we've seen some really good matches on this. I highly recommend, from a long time ago, we had the TL show match, which was TLO versus Show. It ended up going very long for PvZ on this map. And, of course, Puck versus Bly played on this with Sky last time. Of course, again, Bly was doing a lot of shenanigans, but one thing I do like is there's a lot of potential for cool stuff in this map. So you defend the main, you think, okay, great, there's lava coming, but then a Night Storm pops up in your natural, or, well, I guess still your main, however you want to call this. They're kind of connected, but yeah, this map is, it's absolutely ridiculous, and I only include it in all the map pools because of the lava gimmick effect. Is cool and fun to watch. Now, actually, I think this will work great for JimRising with his style of play. There's not going to be a lot of opportunities for Puck to really chill out in the middle of the map with an army. Of course, once again, every 5 minutes for 10 seconds, nobody can go in the middle of the map. Everything gets burned down, everything gets killed. And for JimRising, this first lava surge isn't going to affect him the slightest, but it will show where the lava goes. If he's looking for it, I'm actually watching his camera for this, and I'm kind of really hoping to see this, like, really astonished, like, when he looks around and sees where everything has, everything's been placed lava-wise, but we'll see how that ends up playing out. For now, though, you know, Puck's got this really nice, cozy base. He knows there's not going to be a ling aggression, because if there is, well, the lava kills it in 30 seconds. So, in his head, for the next 40 seconds, he's clear and good to go. I have yet to see anyone brazen enough and crazy enough to try and cheese on this map. Although, I guess, like, if we had QXC in a show match, or DeMuslim, we'd see a 2-Rax. Am I right? Am I right?
Lava surge imminent. Evacuate low ground immediately.
Yeah, that's the adjutant warning everybody in case you don't see the visual timer in the top right. Players do see this, by the way. It's not just for us, but alright, lava's gonna rise. Get to higher ground, repeats Puck. And as we can see, everything in the middle of the map turns orange. And that's where all the lava is. And anything here does die, guys. Creep tumors are the only thing unaffected by this. It is unfortunate JimRising did not do his research into this, but this is why you need to read over the map pools of tournaments, boys and girls, so you know what you're getting yourself into before things even start. But okay, it's cool, it's gimmicky, and let's be honest, this map is worth about 50 bucks. Again, 75 for first place, 25 for second. Well, I guess for losing. However you want to phrase that to make it sound more positive. So, it's the difference of $50 between these two players being decided right here, right now on this match, on this map. Now, Stargate for Puck makes a lot of sense. Again, he's had quite a bit of success with his air in this series. He's had a bit of frustration, I would say, trying to deal with Jim and trying to deal with some of the Mutalisks. But, I want to... Tumors don't die. I don't know if I should tell him or not. Oh, I'm actually not on ref mode. I forgot to make myself a referee for once, so I can't tell him, even if I wanted to. I was gonna be like, no, creep tumors don't die. But I guess in 3 minutes he'll learn that himself. Puck sneaks out a third while this is going on, though. This is kind of cool. I would love to see this go air to air, toe to toe, so to speak, but the Phoenixes won't necessarily bait out anything out of Jim. What's kind of interesting is, and I'll give this to Jim, he's unfallible in his build order, so to speak. Determined, unbreakable. Again, I've been casting since 9 a.m. this morning. I'm fried at this point. But, ooh. I talked about it. I wasn't sure if he's going to actually do it, but we're going to have a Nidus Worm, and this is the problem with the mains being so big. There's so much dead space. You know what's going to work? Not well against Nidus Worms? 5 Phoenix. They'll be able to pick up a couple of the Hydralisks as they funnel through, but quite frankly, guys, they can't deal any damage to the Nidus Worm itself. Queens are being brought into this as well. Oh, this is so cool out of Jim, really playing to the strengths of the map, because of course Puck's not going to be able to counterattack while this is going on. That's usually your biggest fear after losing your army to a Nidus Worm. The timing of this is going to work out pretty perfectly for Jim, whether that's on accident or not, I have yet to see, but, you know, Puck's got a third up. So, like, let's say his main gets compromised. Let's say he even loses a lot of probes. I don't think this will be the end of the game. And Puck, he sees this coming. He has to see this on the minimap. There's a red dot says there's a Nidus Worm incoming, but he's not doing anything about it. If you pull probes, oh, he pulls too late. He realizes this is too late. The Nidus Worm comes out, the queens are unleashed, and the probes fall out of the main. Creep Tumor is going to go down, but this base has pretty much been absolutely abandoned at this point. Phoenixes are, where are the Phoenixes? Across the map? No, they're at the natural, so just kind of bunkering up for the time being. Gives up the Nexus, but again, he took his third, so that'll work out for him. Probes have got to transfer now. They got a minute to transfer over. There you go. But Jim gets here. He cancels the +1 weapons. He kills the Stargate. The Nexus goes down. And this is a little bit rough for Puck to deal with, honestly. I think he was expecting air to come on this map, and rightfully so. This map kind of looks like an air map. Transfuse is going off like crazy on this Overlord. Oh my god. Puck's not even going to be able to get the Constellation Overlord. Oh, please don't tell me Hydralisk range this. Actually, there's no Overlord here. I'm wondering if Hydralisk can range over top of this, though. That looks like it'd be 6 range. Oh, that'd be so dirty.
Lava surge imminent.
But yeah, the Lava Surge is on the way. And again, for JimRising, like usually the counterattack from this is what's scary and so deadly, but he timed this out pretty well with that Lava Surge. Pilot's going to get killed, and the 1 upgrades are not going to go off of the Cyber Core. This is looking really bad for Puck. Oh man, I kind of wish Jim would have just done this in like a regular map too. Like, not even on like a gimmicky map like this, because this worked out really well. It caught him completely off guard, and he was definitely not prepared for it. Oh man. Alright, he's unloading the rest of his forces here. If Puck had the potential, an overcharge. Oh, please tell me that. I have no idea if this is range. Groove Spines isn't finished yet, so maybe 5 range isn't enough. But it's 6 range. Queens have 7 range. I think the Queens could hit the probes, honestly. If he brings them to the wall. Please find out for me, Jim. Abuse this map to its fullest. I don't think they can reach. Maybe? I don't know. Alright, Phoenix is going to be on the other side of the map, start being a bit annoying. Of course, he can always bring the units back through the Nidus Worm, guys. It's one of the big things, too. But Spore Crawler's a little bit late to the party. A couple Hydralisks are, in fact, going to go home, and Jim is now supply blocked. But I really think if a Queen's here, he can reach that probe. I don't actually know. Okay. Anyways, we got the Colossus Bay coming up. For Jim, he has to be very careful at this place. He's not taking a third, and it looks like he can reach this. This is so dirty with the Groove Spine upgrade. But one of the critical things here is it looks like he's got Puck on 1 base, right? Like he's not scouted that third. He thinks like, wow, what can Puck possibly do? Well, Puck's getting Colossus out. He's going to deal with Hydralisks no problem. But the problem is he can't mine from this base temporarily. And that is really going to suck. That looked really cool. I don't know if you saw that, like skidded over the wall. Projectiles in this game are weird. But Corruptors are coming out in anticipation of this. I think he kind of knew this was going to happen as well. Even if he didn't see the Colossus coming, he knew that there was going to be Phoenixes out. However, the Colossus gets involved a little bit too awkwardly here. Some sentries will help make up for that small mistake, but this engagement's not one easy to force, nor is it easy to make. But he gets over here with the Phoenix, and let's not forget he can Graviton beam up some of these Hydralisks. He can deal some damage for certain, and Jim's just going to actually abandon ship. I think he realizes he can't take this fight. He spread some creep. He's taking his base away from Puck. And again, as long as Jim doesn't think this is 1 base and underestimate Puck, Jim's in a really good spot. But if he doesn't expand himself, if he stays on 2 bases for too long, he's going to be sorely mistaken. Now, granted, he's got a pretty massive bank right now, and he did so much damage to Puck. You can never write that off. But if he doesn't take a third, he's playing against 2 base Protoss, and there's not a lot of scenarios where that's what you want to do. And Puck's cleaning up his main, so he's going to actually have a very... This is so weird to consider. This is going to be the safest 3rd base expansion of your life, because it's actually your main. He actually didn't clean up all this, but... Oh, he doesn't see this coming down! A new Nidus Worm on the way! Doesn't necessarily mean it's good to fight, but he doesn't have a lot of Colossus either is the problem. He does have extended Thermal Lance. And WTF as he realizes this base is over here. That's really unfortunate for Jim. But a new Nidus Worm comes down, and Puck, I think, realizes this is in the main. There's just simply not a lot here. The Corruptors are going to go get picked off by the Nexus Cannon by the looks of it. But the Hydrals can't continue pushing too far either. Fleet Beacon's going to start crowning out some Void Rays, but I'm not sure how this is going to go. Honestly, this fight looks like it could go either way. The Colossus falls immediately, but we got the Phineas crowd controlling the Hydrals instead of killing them. I feel like that might be a small mistake. Killing the Hydrals instead might be a little more important. But, come on. I didn't know you could take a 3rd base. JimRising. Oh, dear. He loses the majority of his army here on the front lines, and like I said... Really underestimates his opponent. GG going to be called in the end. And Puck will take this series 4-3. Ladies and gentlemen, congratulations to Puck. But the power of Protoss every single series today.